Nick Pearson, welcome back to another episode of the Business of Music, Arts, and Entertainment. Today, episode 4, we're going to be discussing copyright. Now, okay, another federal or government agency. Can I just have fun? Well, yeah, you can. But if you have something good and someone takes it and tries to screw you, not a good thing. So try doing it the right way. Copyright is a form of protection by the laws here in the United States of America to authors of original works. So if you create an original work and you're the author of it, you are protected under copyright. These works include literary, dramatic, musical, artistic, and certain other intellectual works. The Copyright Act of 1976 generally gives the owner of copyright the exclusive right to do and to authorize others to do the following 6 things. Now, I have some notes that I took here, which I'm going to be referring to for all this. 1, to reproduce the work in copies or phonorecords, if it's a sound recording. Number 2, to prepare derivative works based upon the work. 3, to distribute copies or phonorecords of the work to the public by sale or other transfer of ownership, or by retail, lease, or lending. 4, to perform the work publicly. In the case of literary, music, dramatic, and choreographed works, pantomimes, even a motion picture video, and other visual works. To display the work publicly. In the case of literary, musical, dramatic, choreographed works, pantomimes, and pictorials, graphics, sculpture works, even includes individual images of motion picture or other audio-visual works. And number 6, in the case of sound recordings, to perform the work publicly by means of digital audio transmission. That just explains to you what copyright is and what copyright can do for you. What works are protected? According to the United States Copyright Office, and it states, copyright protects original works of authorship that are fixed in a tangible form of expression. The fixation need not be directly perceptible so long as it may be communicated with the aid of machine or device. Copyrightable work includes the following categories. Here we go. What can you copyright? Well, first of all, you have literary works. 2, you have musical works including any accompanying words. You also have dramatic works, including any accompanying music. 4, the pantomimes and choreographed works. And you also have, number 6 on the list is motion pictures and other audiovisual works. Seven covers sound recordings. And finally, 8, architectural works. These categories should be viewed broadly. For example, I just want to explain. A computer program may be registered as a literary work. Maps and architectural plans may be registered as pictorial graphics and sculpture work as well in visual art form. Sheet music and lyrics may be registered as performing arts. Now, the next step is once you've established what your material is, you want to figure out how to secure a copyright. The copyright is secured automatically upon its creation. No publication or registration is in the Copyright Office is required to secure a copyright. There are, however, certain advantages to actually registering your work. Copyright is created automatically when the work is created and when the creative work is fixed into a tangible copy or phono recording for the first time. Copies are material objects for which can be read visually, perceived either directly or with the aid of a machine or device such as books, sheet music, film, videotape, or microfilm. Phonorecords are material objects embodying fixations of sound, such as cassette, tape, CD, vinyls, and a song can be fixed in sheet music, which would be a copy, or a phonograph or recording disc, or both. Now, how to file your copyright? Where do you go to get this protection? Online, you can go to www.copyright.gov. It's the address right there, copyright.gov. You're going to find a lot of the information I'm talking about there in just a simple link that they have on their website called Copyright Basics. But just to sum it up for you, you can file your copyright in two different ways, really. Online registration through the Electronic Copyright Office is one way to register basic claims for literary works, visual works, performing arts, motion pictures, sound recordings, serials like publications, newspapers, magazines. The advantage to online filing, though, is that first of all, it's a lower filing fee. So who doesn't want to save money? You file online, it costs $35 for a basic registration for copyright. And $35 is not much. It also gives you a faster processing time. You can also track it online. There's just online status tracking. And, of course, to pay that fee, it is secure. And you can pay with either credit or debit card or electronic check. The system will prompt you to specify whether or not you intend to submit an electronic or hard copy deposit, and it will provide instructions for you accordingly. Basic claims include just a single work, multiple published works if they are all by the same author and owned by the same claimant, which you filing would be the claimant or author, and multiple published works if they are first published together in the same publication on the same date and owned by the same claimant. You simply just go to that www.copyright.gov website and your instructions are right there for your electronic filing. You could also do it by mail. You can fill out the form, and it's a hard copy form that you can print out from their website. This is a PA form for performing arts. There's a couple simple steps you take, just like the online form. You print it out from their website and fill that out, and you want to submit that with your filing fee and a copy of your material. And the filing fee for doing it hard copy like that through the mail is $65 just for the registration of the copyright. However, there's a few more dollars involved because what I recommend is always sending it return receipt certified mail or certified mail return receipt requested, which basically means you have a stamped date for the package that you're sending, and they also sign for it to make sure that it got there okay. Make sure your form's filled out right. The effective date of copyright is the date that the Copyright Office receives it, not the date you finally get your certificate back. So that's one myth I just want to do away with. Don't be worried. As long as you get it out on time, especially if you're under a deadline, make sure that your form is filled out. Send it in. The date they receive it is the what's called effective date of copyright. How to figure out the right form to use. Typically, there are 5 forms within this business, this industry, that you're going to really need to deal with. One of which is what's called Form PA, such as the one I just showed you, the blank that I had. Form PA stands simply for Performing Arts. You use that form for copywriting any work, dramatic work, for performance. Lyrics, songs, music, sheet music, plays, and all that. The other thing is the form SR. SR simply stands for sound recording. It's if you want to actually copyright the recording itself. The third form that I want to discuss is what's called Form VA, Victor Allen VA. It's simply visual arts. That's mostly for film, videos, photographs, printing, sculptures, blueprints, architectural drawings of that nature. TX, Tom Xylophone, TX, stands for literary work. A literary work could be like a book, a poem, anything that's a literary work, you would fill out on Form TX. And then SE is for single serials, newspapers, magazines, anything along that nature. Those are the main forms that you're going to deal with. What is not protected by copyright? And I get a lot of emails all the time about copywriting their band names and copywriting their logos and all that. Yeah, the artwork for your logo is copyrightable. It's a visual art. It's a painting or, graphic design of sorts. And that you can copyright, but it doesn't necessarily secure you. A couple things that are not included in copyright are, we'll say, works that have not been fixed into tangible form of expression. For example, choreographed works that have not been notated or recorded, or improvisational speeches that or performances that have not been written or recorded. The other thing are titles, names, short phrases, and slogans. Familiar symbols or designs, variations of typographic, ornamentations and of that nature, lettering, coloring, mere listings of ingredients of contents are not copyrightable. Your band name, nope, not copyrightable. Ideas, procedures, methods, systems, processes, concepts, discoveries, or devices and descriptions, explanations of things are also not copyrightable. Works consisting entirely of information that is common property and containing no original authorship. So if you have a calendar, you can't copyright the calendar. You can copyright your photographs for a calendar. However, you cannot copyright December of 2057. So where are you protected is the next question. And I'd have to say you're protected in the United States. The United States of America is what these copyright laws pertain to. The 1976 Copyright Act. And that's that. However, international copyright protection, there's no such thing as international copyright that'll automatically protect against authorship or materials throughout the entire world. Protecting against unauthorized use in a particular country depends basically on national laws of that country. However, there are countries, and most countries do offer protection to foreign works under certain conditions. And it's been simplified by international copyright treaties and conventions that they've had. For more information, just go to that website. They'll give you a list of countries. And again, that's www.copyright.gov. You can also contact the Copyright Office directly. I'll give you a phone number. It's 202-707-3000. 202-707-3000. They also have a toll-free number, which is 877-476-0778. My name is Nick Pierce. I hope that the copyright knowledge that I helped you out with simplified it, and it's not that bad. If you have any questions, again, please email me. My email address is thenickpierceshow@gmail.com. My website, right here on the bottom of the screen, www.sites.google.com/site/Nick Pierce Show. The link is on my YouTube channel if you're watching this. Just click on that, it'll bring you right to my website. Again, Nick Pierce, I hope that I was able to help you further your music career. Until next time, episode 4 copyright. Next time, press kits. What's that? Do I need them? Yeah, you will. And I'll tell you how to do it and what's involved.